Hello guys, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to upload my first video regarding the Python installations about that. What I mean the next step on Python or playlist that how we can install the Python or how we can go ahead with the different functionalities of the Python. So the first part here it would be uh, here would be our what I can say the installation. So how you can perform the installations. So and then thank you guys for subscribing, because few of the I got the feedback from few of the subscribers that to make the background lighter and to write it from the black thing. So I'm just implementing as such. So first we'll try to see the installation. And one more thing I want to tell. So as our the main goal is to finally to go in a field of analytics, to understand the field of analytics in data science or the ML or deep learning or a lot more things. Yeah, but though we'll cover the some development parts as well, but majorly we'll focus on all the analytics part. That would be our major goal for creating this channel or for the playlist. So for that there are two things we can do. The best ways in the industry, the demanding IDE in the industry is Jupyter Notebook. Jupyter Notebook. So we will try to see that how we can install the Jupyter Notebook. Apart from that, we will see how to install the Python also from the official website. So those two. So why I'm saying it, because Jupyter Notebook, for to install the Jupyter Notebook you need to install the Anaconda, and lot because Anaconda is a huge application. So might be it will not work in everyone's system or laptop. So at least it requires for running smoothly, it requires 8 GB of RAM, 8 GB of RAM, and it should be i5 processor 10th generation, at least i5 processor 10th generation. Then it will work much more better. So someone if having a configuration lesser than this, so either you can go ahead with the Python for now for the Python part, but for again for the visualizations and the machine learning part you need to install the Jupyter. So for that there are a lot of different ways I will tell. So I'm not going more deeply in that as what are the different ways, but yes, definitely I will tell. So that's in Google Colab. Google Colab. Google Colab, you can type in a Google and you can log in it through your mail ID and you will see the Jupyter Notebook will open, and I will show all those things. So let's first focus on the installations part, that how we can perform the installations and all. So I don't want to this video to go I mean to stretch it very long to explain the steps of the installation. I'll just show the website. You can just see and open up, and it's very easy to install. Wherever there's few trick points in installation that I will tell here. Apart from that, I'll put a link of steps which we need to follow while installing the Anaconda or while installing the Python. So the steps I will put it inside the put it below in the description, so that you can follow that. But it is very easy. So apart from that, let's see what. So this is the Python official website. Hope this is visible to you guys, and this is the latest version of Python 3.9. Even Python 3.10 is in progress, so might be it will release soon. But I'll suggest you guys do not download the 3.9. Go with the 3.8. So here the completely the download section is there. So if you'll click, it will start downloading it. Okay, so in this video again I will not show the coding part and all, only the theoretical part and what are the advantages, disadvantages of Python. Is there any future of Python or not, or is there any other programming language which is going to replace the Python or not, or what are the competency of Python in respect of other programming languages. So we will discuss all those. So you can directly click it on this Python 3.8. So focus it on the Python 3.8, not on the other. So Python 3.8 would be much more better, so you can install it. I'll tell the one step which is required. And after that, so one who have a system more than or equal to 8 GB RAM and i5 processor, you can go ahead with the Anaconda installation. Now Anaconda you can install it for all the different OS for Windows, for Mac, and for Linux. So let us suppose if you have a Linux, so just Windows, so click on that Windows, it will directly come bring you to this. So this is the website anaconda.com. In that you will just click. Now for the Windows, you have to check what's your actually the bit. So whether it is on 64-bit. Usually nowadays all the laptops are, and the systems are 64-bit. So you can directly click on it and it will start installing. The same as for the Mac and for the Linux. There is nothing different in that. So what we need to focus in this, majorly. So while you will start installing, somewhere it will ask like this: add Anaconda in environment path, and here would be one checkbox. So you need to check this box before installation, and it should be, because we need to install the we need to add the Anaconda in our environment path, because we need access from the command line. If you not do this while installing, so manually we have to perform that. Also I will show it, but you'll have to do so while installing the Anaconda. And while installing even the Python also, it will ask here, add Python in environment path, add Python in environment path. Okay, so that one you have to take it. Okay, so and the Python will start. Now if you want to see, if you want to cross check whether you have installed your Python or Anaconda perfectly or not, so for that what you need to do, just nothing. You will have to just open your command line. So there's a shortcut key, or else you can search the CMD. Once the command line will get open, in that command line just type Python and enter. If your Python is accessible in the command line, sometimes somewhere it will look so like this, 3.11 something. So if it is showing it here, it means that you have installed correctly. Otherwise, might be you haven't you forgot to add this in your environment path. So I will show it in the next video. So here my major goal is to just make you guys aware that how it can be just tried by once. It will be easily it can be installed easily. And for the Anaconda it will take a little bit time, so do not get frustrated, or so keep patient, that do not get afraid that why it is not getting installed. So it will take a little bit of a time and installation of the Anaconda. Okay, so once we will install it and all those things, now the major thing which we have to focus it here, we need to understand why we selected Python. Why we selected Python? Is there any reason for the Python or what? So let me walk you through that is there any reason behind that, why I'm selecting the Python now. See, the first thing, it is easy to write. Syntax of the Python is very easy. Now someone will ask, what do you mean by the syntax? Syntax is like some predefined structure. So for all kind of programming language, there are some specific syntax. Let us suppose, what is first we need to understand what is programming language. Program language. So programming language is nothing but so let's suppose to interact with the different humans in all over the countries, or even in India, if you'll talk about specifically, people used to speak the different languages like Hindi, Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, Malayali, English. So and out of India might be some French, Chinese, Japanese, or Greek, other languages are there. So for all the different languages, there have some different syntax, that how you can use some their alphabets or their things to combine it and to make some meaningful word, and how you do combine the words to make a meaningful sentence, and then a story as such. In all the different languages it is different. So those languages are to interact with the humans, and now the programming languages are the languages to interact with the machine. And it's not like that you can only use the Python. There are a lot of different programming languages like that. C is there, which is the oldest and the fastest. C++, then Python we have, Java we have, Julia we have, and then R we have. Lot of programming languages are there, which we can might be you guys have experience about all this. So these all programming languages are to interact with the machine. So how you can interact with the machines. Okay, now so the question is, why would I selected Python? Why I have selected Python for the explanation why I selected Python. So now the reason behind that is why I selected Python, because if I'll tell about a little bit some programming languages. So let's suppose if you have to write a code which will add two numbers. So in Python you can directly write like this: a equals to 10, b a equals to 10. One second, guys. So yeah, so if you write a is equals to 10 and then b is equals to 20, and then so you can write it here directly like c is equals to a plus b, and then you can print c. So this is as simple as that. You can see anyone can understand this. There is no confusion in this. Anyone can understand this very very easily. So this is how, but if the same thing, if you have to write in different languages like C++, like Java, Julia, or R. So I'm not saying about the Julia is little bit this is a different topic, again we'll come on this. But all other languages, especially Java, will take now like more lines, and the syntax are more complex, like you have to write some more curly braces and all. But Python is not in such kind of thing. It is very easily a guy who is from a non-programming background, they can also even understand this very very easily. It is in simple basics kinds of mathematics, like in class 10th or 8th class. So in student, I taught a lot of the students which were in class 8th or 9th, and they were learning Python and they were understanding it. I'm telling you, those students are even learning and understanding much more better than the engineers of our country. So I'm not generalizing it, but yeah, I experience in few of the cases. So yes, now this is about that why we selected Python. So it is a very concisely, you can write it in very less syntax. You can write syntax is very easy. And then after you can say a lot of the things on a technical terms, like it's a dynamically data typed language. You don't need to specify the data type of an any object in Python, but I'm not going into that, because you will not understand currently what is data type, what I'm talking about and all. So once I will teach the data type and will understand it, then I will come upon the exact difference between the Python. I will do the comparison between the Python and all other programming languages. And it's not like that I selected a Python, there is an only the advantages. There are some disadvantages also, and it might, so probably I'm not sure, but as per my experience, as per I noticed the research in foreign countries, in US and UK as are going on, maybe Julia or Golang is the language of Google created this programming languages. These two languages would be the future of Python. Future of data science in analytics, not Python, sorry. So maybe these two languages can replace, but it's not now. For now, there's no replacement of Python still. For disadvantages of Python, I can tell you the one thing for now which you can understand. The speed of the Python is really, really bad, you can say. So it is much more slower, very very slower than other programming languages. Okay, so that is the only major concerns, and still the Python communities are working on top of this to how to enhance or how to improve the speed of the Python. Okay, so now this is all about the advantages, a little bit idea. We will go in more deeper in depth in the next videos. Okay, now let's suppose now let's suppose I said that to interact with any human languages, to I mean to interact with any human, all the different people have their own languages, like Hindi, Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, Malayali. So they have some syntax, like in English. Let's suppose in English, if we have to speak, so first what we need to learn, you need to learn the alphabets like A, B, C, D, such that till Z. So so this is the data, this is the data types of, this is the data of the English languages. And how do you combine these alphabets or characters to make one word? Like I have to make the education, I have to write the education, so we'll take the E, D, U, C, A, T, I, O, N, and it will create one word. And this is a meaningful word. There's some meaning of this word. So the same way, first we need to understand what are the data types of the Python, what kind of data Python actually supports. Then we can able to give the information to machine through the Python languages. Okay, let us suppose now, if you are talking to a guy who knows only French, and if you are talking to that guy in English, he will not understand, because his or her mind will not respond, because whatever the syntax or information you are giving to that guy, his mind is not able to read that syntaxes. So you have to communicate in that same languages, or the language which are common between those two. So it's not like that in Python you are giving the Java commands or C++ command. It won't work like that. It will understand only that. But at the end, logic will be same. Logic will not get different either you are writing any programming languages. Approach would be the same. The Python, Java, C, any programming languages. So let's suppose you have to add two numbers. So this is the syntax of Python. But there isn't some different way to write in Java or in C++. At the end, what we are achieving, we are adding two numbers. That's it. So we are doing this is the medium which we are giving it by this Python. But what we are asking machines to do, to sum two numbers. That is what. So these things will not get changed, only the syntaxes. So now let's see this the topic which I am going to start it here. So we need to understand the data types. The data types, what all kinds of data type present in Python. What all kinds of data types present in Python. So usually there are 14 different data types are there. But see, this video I'm making it, or any videos, whatever I will make it in future, by taking care of these things, that after learning this you'll get a job. After learning this you can implement this in your job, or whether if you are doing something or not. So that's what might be. See, I cannot say I'll cover the 100% of the Python or the machine learning. There's nothing like in complete or 100%. So we will go one by one. And first I'll try to cover only those topics. First I'll cover only those topics or data types which are majorly required either in an interview or your work. So I will upload the next video, and in that we will talk in very depth about the data types, some explanations, and then we'll go slowly for the next. Okay, so okay for the now, and please watch this video till the end, then only you can understand the next videos and what topic I have covered in the earlier and what I'm going to cover in the next. Okay guys, okay.